Nzinga, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission played a major role in the late Archbishop Tutu's life. The first hearing, we understand, was held in East London, where he worked alongside other commissioners, including Reverend Bongani Finca.
That's right, Blaine. SABC News reporter Xolani Sitshinga spoke to Reverend Finca at a memorial for the late cleric. Finca says Tutu was very aware that many South Africans were yet to taste the fruits of new democracy.
The Archbishop was very conscious of this, very conscious of the fact that the majority of the people of this country are not where we thought they would be during the time when we were struggling. Yes, some people have arrived, a few people have arrived, but the vast majority of the people of this country are still struggling just as they were struggling before our liberation.
Lastly, as a person that spent a bit of time also with him on a personal level, what kind of a person was he?
A very jocular person who just laughed. I remember we were in a university in America together, where he was receiving an honorary doctorate. And during the morning, I would go and visit, in fact, I was required to go and visit their room with Umamuleya. And we would have what they called the Eucharist, just the three of us. And this time, Umamuleya was reading a passage in the Bible that talk about the coming of the Holy Spirit, and how somebody said, these people are drunk. And somebody said, but it's not yet 9 o'clock. How can they be drunk? And Archbishop burst into laughter. He interrupted that reading with a lot of laughter. He says, I'm sorry, but it means that these people had not been to Soweto. So this thing of having hours that we expect that people should be not drunk because it's still early in the morning. But that was just a joke. But that was the kind of person that he was, very jocular. But at the same time, highly spiritual. He took his faith so seriously. You would think that because he laughs all the time, that's where it ended. Moments of prayer for him were deep moments. And he would caution about the need for us to be spiritually well-grounded, especially in the work that we're doing in the Truth Commission. But the last thing about him, I'm sorry to take your time, the last thing about him was that I've had a few bosses in my life. He is the only boss who was so deeply caring for his staff members. He would come to the meeting and he would go one by one round the table and checking, have you taken your leave? No, I demand that next week you take your leave. You say, but I'm busy preparing the act that can wait. You need to go on your leave. You need to be with your family. You need to take time for yourself. Very caring, very caring person for his staff and for the people that he work with him or under him.
Well, lastly, I always ask this question: Would you refer to him as a man of the cloth, a politician, or a social activist? What was he to you?
Oh, definitely a man of God. Definitely a man of God, without any doubt. That was the driving force behind his life. He could lose everything as long as he retains his position as a man of God. That was paramount for him.